Hey everybody, this is Leslie and you're watching Midlife and Nailing It. If you could please hit the subscribe button, the notification bell, and give this video a thumbs up, I'd really appreciate it. It helps my channel out. Today I'm participating in the DIY Mommy Outdoor Collab. There will be a link to her channel in my description box below, as well as a link to the playlist. I can't wait to see what all the ladies come up with. This is quite a creative group. As some of you know, my family is in the middle of building a house. Our house sold super quick, so we are in an apartment until our house is finished. Our house is supposed to be finished somewhere between the middle of summer and the end of summer, so I really don't have an outdoor project to work on this year. I decided instead to share with you a project that would be perfect for you to do with your kids or grandkids during this summer. When I was growing up, my mom always had an outdoor project for us to do throughout the summer, and I did that with my kids too. Okay guys, so to make your tie-dyed sneakers, you're going to need a pair of white canvas sneakers. You're going to need whatever colors you'd like to use, permanent markers. I highly recommend using the Sharpie brand. I've had good luck with them. And then you're going to need some kind of a masking or painting tape. And then lastly, you're going to need some rubbing alcohol, just standard rubbing alcohol, and some sort of a paintbrush. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing that you're going to want to do is get these laces out and then get the masking tape or painter's tape. And you're going to want to go around the edge of the sole. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I'll show you what that step looks like completed. Okay, so I went ahead and removed the laces and set those aside. And then I put my tape on the bottom here around the sole of the shoe. So basically on the rubber part, because you're only going to want to use the canvas part of the shoe to do your tie dyeing. And so I'm going to go ahead and get my Sharpies out and show you the design that I'm going to do. And of course you could do any design that you wanted. Okay guys, so I just wanted to show you really quick the pattern that I chose to use. I actually got an example of on Pinterest, and you can find all kinds of different patterns and different ways that they make these patterns on Pinterest. If you look in my description box below, you'll see that I have a Pinterest, and so if you go there, I do have a board that is just for the DIY mommy collabs that I do, and I did place some of the patterns for the Sharpie permanent marker tie-dye that you can do, and so I recommend that you go check that out, kind of see what I have. There's a polka dot method as well that looks pretty promising and cool to end up with some pretty neat shoes. So I just wanted to let you know that that is a resource for you to look up different patterns. And so I made a swirl kind of at the center of the top of the shoe, and so if you're doing this type of patterning, you want to make sure that you do that, and then you just kind of follow the shoe. And when you get to the tongue, you want to make sure that you do that as well where it hits the shoe. You want to make sure that you follow the pattern across. And then you just kind of use your imagination when you come over here. It doesn't have to be perfect, guys. So you make your stripe, and then you just imagine where it would hit on the other side. And then on the back, I just ended it with a pink stripe there. So that's how I ended it. I just made sure, and of course this isn't all evenly centered, and it doesn't have to be. You don't need a ruler for having the tie-dye look. You certainly do not. So I'm going to go ahead and do this step on my other shoe, and then I'll show you what we do next. Okay guys, so I've got my pattern on both shoes. The pattern of course is similar but not perfect. I don't care much about that. I don't think you should worry about that if you do this project. Obviously, if you're doing it with your kids, it really doesn't matter. Once it's tie-dyed, you won't be able to tell at all if they are perfect replicas. And whoever heard of tie-dye pieces ever being the same the same. I mean, it's impossible. So I'm going to go ahead and come through with a marker and do a little bit of the next step and then come back and show you what that looks like. Okay guys, so if you'll remember, this is what your pattern looked like before. And then what you're going to do is come through with your marker and kind of scribble on the lines you've made. Just kind of stay in the perimeter of kind of where the line is. And you're going to do all your colors that way until your entire shoe is full. So let me go ahead and finish this shoe and I will show you what that step looks like completed. Okay guys, so this is what my tennis shoes look like completed with the Sharpie marker. And so the next thing that we are going to do, we're just going to dip our paintbrush in and make sure the rubbing alcohol gets all over our shoes. So let me get the paintbrush and we'll do that part together. Okay, so I am just coming in here with the paintbrush and the rubbing alcohol, and as you can see, it's making all of the colors bleed together. So I'm going to go ahead and put this camera down and get these shoes completed, and then I'll show you what they look like when they're done. Okay guys, so I finished with this shoe and I just wanted to show you what that looked like next to the other shoe that I haven't done yet. So this shoe is finished and it is so cute, you guys. This is such a cute project to do with your kids. I highly recommend doing this project. This is so easy and it's really foolproof and it's just so much fun. So yeah, let me get this other one finished up and then I'll show you what that looks like. Okay guys, so I just got these finished up. This one's a little more dry than this one. But yeah, I got them finished up. We're totally tie-dyed up in here. So cute. Okay guys, so I am going to go ahead and get this tape off and let these dry completely, which won't take very long at all because rubbing alcohol dries super fast. And then I'll get my laces in and I'll show you what they look like completely put together and dry. Okay guys, so if you can hear mowing in the background, one of the nearby houses are mowing their lawn right now. So I'm going to try to talk before they come back over on the other side. So I just wanted to show you, they're pretty much dry. This one needs to dry just a smidge more. But I got the laces in and the tape off, and look at how cute they turned out. How much fun would this be to do with your kids or your grandkids or yourself? Yeah, these turned out really awesome. And so I'm gonna go ahead and put a link to my DIY mommy board from Pinterest. So anytime I do one of these collabs, I put anything that I found on Pinterest that inspired me on that board, so you guys can check that out. How to do these in step-by-step form will be there, as well as some other patterns that I found as well that you could do. There's like a big circle pattern, and that way that gives you some options. So I really hope that this project inspires you to go outside with your kids during the spring and summer here and do activities with them outside. Some of my very favorite memories as a child and with my children were doing artistic outside projects. It just makes it extra special and it really makes it a memory. So yes, I hope that this inspires you, and thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon.